gonna be harvesting our meat birds, our broilers. They're about 10 weeks, and we'll walk you kind of through getting them and some of the stuff we've done along the way for raising them. But we'll also walk you through loading them up today, getting them to our friend's house, living with Flores, where we're gonna be butchering them along with theirs. About 90 chickens altogether. Hoping to be done, the majority of it between like noon and 2. It's about 7 a.m. right now. So we'll see how that goes. Here we go. Still haven't built a new gate since we expanded our garden, so I'm gonna have to make one to get this trailer out of here. Got this little top of the line farm trailer right here. Custom. Here they are. Y'all ready? So we're rebuilding this next year. It's too heavy and too big yet too small for the 50 birds that we raised this year. They're big. I haven't weighed them yet, but they're solid. This is our 3rd season doing this, and I think we finally got a relative rhythm down. I don't know if you can see it, but this linear feeder that we have back here has been like huge for just making sure everybody eats equally. Honestly though, once we got to the end here, I had to use another round feeder that I threw out there when I fed them. But I would say for 50 birds, at least 2 linear troughs. Maybe 3. Everybody's pretty equal size. I think I have like 2 that are slightly smaller. They're both females. You can kind of start to tell at this point. You see their waddles there. Look at me, the big old boy. So last year I put a separate cage inside this cage because there were probably a few that still could have leapt out through these bars. Today I'm pretty sure they're big enough, so I'm actually gonna put them in here and let them sit for about 30 minutes before we take off to make sure no one's escaping. And then we'll go from there because this little gate opens, we can just put them in and out that way. Kids coming to help me shortly. You ready? This is our resident chicken slaughterer. I told him yesterday he's the Kill Bill of chickens, and he was like, what? Okay, this is probably our smallest right here.
Which is one of the bigger ones of our last.
Right.
Yeah.
This would have been one of our largest.
They are heavy.
Yeah, everybody with the big water.
Which is a lot of them.
We're getting our chicken tractor ready, Lennon. You helping me? Harold's helping me. chicks are 4 weeks old today, and they easily go through this 5-gallon water drinker in 24 hours. This is our third round of birds here. I put a tarp over this just so I can either keep it on a quarter of it or expand it. So it's been about 1.5 years. If I'd tied this tarp down better, probably wouldn't be ripped, but I also had a puppy out here who had his way with it. The first year we had him in like the hottest part of the summer, which you don't want to do. But we ended up taking this tarp and covering it all the way over if we didn't have a shady spot to put it in, because they just get way too overheated way too quick. So once we hit this fall and I have some more time, I'll probably put another tarp here. I'll go ahead and build like an A-frame door or something here. I kind of did this last minute. There's 51 here. We got 53 in the beginning, and we lost one as like a brand new chick. And the second one, I'm not sure we lost it. It was like the second night we had them out here. Maybe it got too cold. But other than that, they've been doing great. Move them once a day. Once they get really big, honestly, if you want your grass to recover quicker, twice a day. So I drug them over here, just across this patch, but this is where they were last night. And there wasn't a ton of grass here. This is kind of a shaded area. But I mean, you can kind of see this is kind of where they eat and sleep, this patch. And then that was their hangout area of the yard. And that was the night before. That was the night before. Night before. Here it was starting to recover. We had them here one day. Again, this is where they sleep. That's the part that takes the longest to recover, but it does come back. And then this spot, I accidentally left them in 2 nights, which you can see just like double the amount of poop on the ground. But if you want to minimize the impact on the ground that you have them in, I would say move them once in the morning, once in the evening. Their greatest poop load is at night. So if you can get them off of that as quick as you can, they'll have less impact on the ground.
You gotta remember to keep that damn little knob thing, remember?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Thank you for today, an opportunity to come out here and create some food. And your name, amen.
Thank you for the
and
life.
make their
Amen.
stress levels low.
Huh? Their
Or
stress
make
level
them
low?
not stressed.
The roosters, you can kind of tell they have the giant, like the red thing on the top of it.
It's like 3 to 5 minutes. What? It's like 3 to 5 minutes.
Go boys.
averages 7 pounds.
Which is amazing. Also, these work so much better than vacuum sealing.
Yeah. Pretty cool little straw in there. So it's 2 o'clock. We've made it through 48 chickens, another ice run, and most of the bagging, or no?
Yeah, we still have the full black one. Yeah, so we're
Pretty good.
Almost halfway done. And then we have another 40 or so chickens to dispatch.
You want to open that one up?
All right, here's round 2. I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of our stations. So these are all of our kill cones. I'm not gonna get too close because of blood. We already done one batch, but there's 2 traffic cones here. And then those are actual kill cones over there. We got 3, so 5 total. Buckets under to catch any blood while they're bleeding out.
They're buying a lot. It works.
And then these are burners with, this is a turkey fryer. And they're all turkey fryer buckets, but that's what we use for our scalders. More is better than less. This is a smaller, more affordable plucker. Hard bird. That's great. We did do some 7-8 pounders today though, and it struggled a little bit with those. So if you're lucky enough to grow yours bigger than that. And then here's our cleaning station.
I mean, all the ones I have, you have to like.
And then we have a fish cleaning table. This is really handy just for rinsing the chickens out at the end. And then they go from there into an ice bath. Hi everybody. With salt in it.
We're making
And then
Ice cream.
after they sit in the ice bath, once we're done, then we bag them. And then they'll go into ice chests with ice. For how long are they supposed to be in the ice chest?
like 24 hours, right?
24 hours. So they can go through rigor mortem. Is that why? And then they go into your freezer. Well, we made it home literally just in time to miss a crazy hailstorm. Fallen tree limbs. Hi, Mira. All right, so that's almost a wrap on the day. We have 2 buckets behind Keisha over here of the livers and the hearts and the feet that we have to put on ice with everything else.
Yeah, well, they're on ice, but we've got to
Like move them into bags.
Yeah.
This is what, probably a 6-pound chicken?
Yeah, I think that one's about a 6-pounder.
They averaged like 7 to 8. It's kind of our average. But really happy. They're very
It's the
meaty
biggest.
and supple.
It's the biggest. It's the every day, all day today. Everyone was needing to slap the chicken. I don't really know why. It's because they were extra supple today, but these are by far the biggest we've had, and not just by far. Like the biggest chicken that we've had, after processing has been about 5.5 pounds. So and that's like, we had 3 of them like that maybe. So these are huge. Our smallest chicken was that size today. Crazy.
Our biggest from the last batch.
Yeah. So that was super crazy, but a long day. Even though it was a really good day and an efficient day for us. As you can see, like we're showered, ready for bed. I'm already sipping on tea. Want to crawl into bed already. It's a long day. There's just no way around it. Chicken processing day is a long day. I love it though. It's a really fun day for me. I enjoy it.
It was fun. I was thinking that like midday I'm kind of ready to be done. But it's still a good day. It would have been a little bit shorter, but because these were so big, we didn't really realize how much bigger they were. We ended up having to make a run for 2 more coolers. Because last year,
It wouldn't fit.
So last year our chickens fit in a cooler and a cooler, and so this year now we have some more birds, but they still probably would have fit at last year's size. So we had to make a run for ice and more coolers.
And it started raining towards the end, so that kind of slowed things down. But all in all, we really went from about 10 to 6, which is not bad at all.
Actual butchering time. There's a little setup before, but
the actual butcher time total, we did the math on, I think was 5 hours. So we did about 2.5. We did our birds first, and then we did our friends' birds second, and the kids all helped. The kids did awesome. I mean, and
I was super proud.
Yeah.
Because like the first time is like they were kind of, Brody wasn't, but Jude is standoffish. Last time he wanted to like see an eyeball. And like chop off a foot, and this time they were all of them were all
all 4 of them were so, like, we needed them. Like it would not have gone as fast as it did without them. And my sister, one of my sisters came this morning. She was bringing her son who was interested in wanting to learn, and they all ended up staying, and all the kids were participating, even her 5-year-old, which was super cute. He was so ready to participate. And then my cousin, they came as well, and her daughter participated. It was just really fun this morning with my family coming, and they were excited to help us again in the future, to which I was trying to encourage them, hey, like, you guys need to do this. You guys should do this. And they're close, so they could work together. It definitely makes a big difference doing it with somebody. That's something we said multiple times again today. Just having friends that you can have fun with, you know, the kids can hang out, and we can, you know, get to work together.
Harvest day.
Harvest day. That's right, processing day, but harvest day.
Meals and fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, until our fall batch, which we probably won't film the same way, but we just kind of wanted to give you a look at, you know, all of the ups and downs and the things we, you know, probably will do differently again next time. But either way, through not doing it perfectly, we still ended up with a great product and learned stuff, and we'll tweak things for next go around. But moral of the story is, you can do it. If we can do it, you can do it.
Yes, that's true. We tweak something each time. I mean, that's why this time has been even better, even more efficient. It's the 3rd batch to do. Each time we learn something that we take away and say, hey, next time we're going to improve this, or we're going to change it and do it better. So if we can do it, you can do it. This is a far cry from our first batch, which the average chicken was about 3 pounds. And here we are at 7. That's an improvement in a year, if you ask me. So I cannot wait. We're going to serve one up tomorrow. We have some guests coming. And what I'm most excited about is that we only need 1. Like usually, usually I have to do 2 chickens. I have a giant cast iron. I can spatchcock them in. And tomorrow I'm going to spatchcock this one. And spatchcocking, if you are not familiar, we'll do a video on that. But the presentation aspect of it is so cool. I cannot wait to see this in my cast iron. So thanks for hanging out with us this season of our chicken processing. Hope you learned something. We would love to hear in the comments something that maybe you know that we haven't thought of, something that you were surprised to learn, just any tips or tricks that you have, comments. We would love to engage with you and hear about it. So leave a comment below and we'll get back to you.
So we were worried we weren't going to be able to fit all the chicken, but we were able to. Just, let's see, what is this one here? 6.6. Right back there we have a 9 pound bird back behind that. So anywhere from 6 to 9.